Hey everybody, and welcome back to Football Manager 2016 with me, GW365. This is long overdue, I know. There's a few things I need to bring up to speed with, reasons kind of why I haven't been uploading. I have been busy, let's just say that. It was my birthday last week at some point. I ended up going away for the weekend. In that time, I've been bought by my lovely girlfriend. She's not here, but yeah, I've been bought by her a new headset, which I will be looking for feedback on what it sounds like, basically, when I upload the videos. It's a surround sound one, a Plantronics. I can't even remember what it's called now. I've got a box somewhere. It's in here, I believe. It's a GameCon. I got it from Plantronics. PC gaming headset. It's a 7.1. It is Plantronics, yeah. 7.1 Dolby technology surround sound headset. So it's really good, and I'm playing all the sound through it at the minute rather than through the TV screen. So with that in mind, I can't really tell properly what it's going to sound like when I upload. So hopefully when I do upload it, if you can give some feedback what the microphone sounds like, it'd be fantastic. I'm hoping it's going to drown out all the buzzing noise in the background, like the droning, if you like. But since then, it's coming up to Christmas and things like that. Like I said, just having to go around and do things all the time. It's just like now, I've just my girlfriend and her brother have gone to a Star Wars convention in Manchester, and I've just been going backwards and forwards to the train station because we went round to her mum and dad. She left the tickets there. We went to the train station, dropped them off, got back home. Mike Grosciato got sat on the pan, if you know what that means. Kudos to you. And then I get a phone call saying, I ain't got my tickets, where are they? So I had to have a look if they're in my car. They weren't in my car. And then I had to go to her mum and dad's to pick up the tickets, and then back to the train station. So a bit eventful. That's just the sort of thing. Things just keep cropping up. So anyway, back to the game. You may notice that this has changed since last time. That is because results just weren't working. I think with lower league teams, I don't think that tactic's going to work. It looked good and it was wrote well. It just doesn't seem to work with lower league. So I've opted for this change here. It is by the same person. I think he's realised, and it looks a bit like a fighter jet somehow. Like, imagine that's like the shape of it there. It goes in and out there for the tail. An F-15, you might say, something like that. I don't know, I might got the plane wrong, but I've got one in my head. I think they used to call it a Hawk as well, I don't know. I used to have a Micro Machine plane and it looked a bit like that. But anyway, back to the game. So, reason why, schedule. As you can see, results have been very poor. We started very well. You saw the game against Carby, we won 2-1. And then we beat AFC Telford, who were a decent side in this league, 1-0. Boston United, one of the favourites then, we got beat 2-1. A last minute goal, I seem to remember. I can do it now actually. I just remembered. Sorry, yeah, we were 1-0 and then we won. You saw that game. Then Harry Donovan got the only goal in a game. I think that we were slightly underperforming. They were the better team really. And this game, sorry, I stand corrected. We were 2-0 down and we get back to 2-1. And in this game here, you might think, well, that's absolute trouncing at home, and it was. But that was because you might notice over here, goalkeeper got injured. I believe we were 2-1 up at the time. No, we were 2-2. Oh no, we were 2-1 up. Oh no, we were 1-0 down. Sorry, I stand corrected. 1-0 down. In fact, let's just click on this. We'll know exactly when it was. 40th minute. So yeah, we were 1-0 down because Paul Beasley had just scored. Then we actually got back and made it 2-1. Sorry, 2-2. Because I scored it last minute. That were it. Yeah, I scored it last minute at half time. It was 2-0. We were 2-0 down at half time. We got it back to 2-2. I'm thinking, come on, yes, come on. And then I think, I don't know what happened, but as you can see, we absolutely dominated. But the chances that they got, they scored because they didn't have a keeper. In fact, I need to show you these goals, don't I? There's one of the goals in particular that you'll see, and you'll just think, come on. I'm pretty sure it's this game. I've had some pretty shockers. I've been tactic testing as well. This is the one that seems to be doing alright at the minute with a few minor tweaks. I'm making it taken off played narrow is what I'm going to be doing shortly, but I'll get into that later. So these are the goals that happened in this particular game, and I'm thinking 2-all. I'm thinking, come on, we can win this surely. And obviously the strike of no goalkeeper comes into full force. Here was Clayton. I know this team quite well. I got promoted with him. I've never used Paul Beasley before, but apparently he's one of the best players in the world. Nah, that's not true. It's only because he was up against no keeper. But to be fair, that was a very good finish. In fact, that was against the goalkeeper because it was before Hakan Burton got injured. Then this happened. This was the 49th minute. Beasley got it here. Don't think the keeper could have done. Andy was injured as well. Rowney went in net for us at this point. The right back come defensive midfielder, come centre midfielder. Yeah. Ball headed. Bear in mind, Bridges, I can't remember how tall he is, but Nathan Turner's not the tallest and he's only got 4 for heading. In fact, it might even be Lewis Turner. It's Lewis Turner, sorry. My apologies. There you go. Just drops the ball and then like slides on his knees in celebration. You know, like when they go into the corner flag and slide on the knees. And that was the first goal. So you can see this is what we're up against in this particular game. Just howler after howler. And that was after he caught a ball, and I'm thinking, oh, it might actually be that bad. But then 2-0 down, and this is what happened. Thompson got the ball, found Donovan. Good bit of passing there. I thought this was a really good play. This is one of the best things about the tactic. The attacking side of it was decent. And Harry Donovan squared it to Payne. Bit of a howler from Smith, in my opinion, but a good goal nonetheless. First goal of the season for Shelton Payne. But some of the passing was really good on it. Just defensively, it just seemed to not be that not so great. You'll see shortly. But Downey got it here, squared it to Horan. Donovan picked it up, played it wide to Blow. It's been that long since I've played with this team. I forgot I even had Blow because some players I ain't even got in me testing. Like for instance, I picked up a player for Leeds, which I might try and do again. Who used to play for Leeds, should I say. As you can see, some really good football there. A really good goal at the end of it. Making it 2-2 after being 2-0 down. And you're thinking, come on, we can go on and win this. But it wasn't to be. Because... Next highlight, please. Colbeck threw it to Bloomer. Who in turn returned him the ball. That's another player never used. Squared it in. Clayton. Rowney, to be fair, he was unlucky, was Rowney there. It was a good save. But Fallowfield was there to knock it in. He's a good player, is Fallowfield, in this league. Would have liked to have had him, but never mind. And then just to add insult into injury, quash all hopes of getting a result. Apologies, the sneezes still haven't gone away, it seems. Warburton got it here, a bit of a loose pass, but Donovan came away with it, chipped it down the line. McWilliams got it. And then this guy was... they've signed, I think. I'm trying to think how long this highlight is. Here we go. Clayton gets it wide left. Crosses in, far post. To be fair, he scores, but maybe he could have done better, I don't know. But that was that game anyway. We'll come out of that. And then we had a 0-0 draw, so there was not really any goals. And then we had another loss against AFC Filder. Ty Phillips got one, and Josh Wilson, who used to play for Guiseley back in the day, looks a really good player in this league, to be fair. I'd love to be able to get him, but he's only a class as a 4-star player, which is bizarre. He played for Guiseley last season on loan from FC Halifax, apparently. Ah, that were it. He used to play for him a couple of years ago, then went to FC Halifax, then went back on loan, and ended up at AFC Filder. As you can see, he's not a bad player, but I'll quickly go into the highlights, because why not? Ty Phillips got a goal here, and Josh Wilson got 2. I believe one of them were a Thunderbolt, so it might be worth showing you them. Haven't made any more transfers, so I don't have to show you anything, although I'm looking for a left midfielder because of the recent tactic where I didn't have any left midfielders, so I'm having to try and find some and retrain people. So Mason kicks it short and below. This were 1-0 to us, was it not? No, Josh Wilson scored first. Oh, obviously we've been playing with our young goalkeeper in the net as well, because Hakan Burton got injured, and I think he was injured for about 6 or 7 weeks, which is not good. But Sinclair came out, passed it to Donovan. Tomsit picked it up. Yeah, the asymmetrical tactic. It was good in theory. I don't like the look of it, to be honest with you. I hate trying to pick teams such around like an asymmetric formation, but Here was the goal. Wilson was there. It was a good finish, to be fair. Maybe Below could have done better, but I don't think he's the best at heading and jumping, so I won't be too hard on his 6 for both. Yeah, not too bad. And then, who scored this goal? Was this 2-0 down? No, this was the equaliser in the second half, early in the second half. Whittle played it back. It's a long highlight looking at this, unfortunately. Blow picked it up in the middle, found Horan. Now Donovan. Yeah, but I nearly didn't have any time to record today as well because I was supposed to be playing football, but fortunately for this, the game got called off. So I was free to do something with my girlfriend going to the Star Wars convention thing. Yeah, it's giving me a bit of time. I ain't got all day because I'm seeing my mate. You see, this is the thing. Oh, that's another thing. My uncle, who lives down south-ish area, we don't see him that often. That was Ty Phillips' goal, by the way. We don't see him that often, and he's come up for this week as well. So that's another reason why I haven't been recording as well, because he's been up at the same time. So it's like before I'd not I'm trying to make an excuse for not seeing him, but I'd a reason to have a little bit of time because when I used to work, that was the Thunderbolt I was talking about. When I used to work, I didn't get a chance to do anything with anyone, but I always like had maybe an hour and a half or so to maybe do a couple of recordings here and there. But because my new job, because I finish at 5 o'clock, I've got no excuse really whatsoever, which is good because it's what I was striving for, able to do things because I wasn't able to do anything. So that was all those results. This is turning into quite a long one, unfortunately. So we go back to the tactics. So as you can see here, we've got a couple of people that aren't really up to the task. Downey is going to be, he's definitely going to be the left back eventually. As it stands, I just need to adjust the training on this guy. No, I don't. Yeah, wing back. They're the stats we need to improve. As you can see, he's got a lot of 7s. These stats aren't bad. Flair could be better. Pace, obviously, and acceleration is already sort of improving on that. But yeah, we've got his young goalkeeper in there. We're trying to scout a few people for the left midfielder position. Ideally, because the wide midfielders, they are acting as like inside forwards. Because if I just quickly go into player and just click on Downey, for instance, sit narrower, cut inside with the ball. So it's cut inside. That's the main thing. It makes it look like they're kind of like a deep inside forward, if you know what I mean. Everyone loves it deep, as you're all aware. So these two are going to be acting like inside forwards because these are set to wing backs. These will get forward and overlap every now and again. You've got 2 ball-winning midfielders who are basically going to allow these guys to bomb forward because they'll hopefully sit a bit deeper. You've got a central midfielder in attack who's hopefully going to chip in with a couple of goals, intertwining with Bridges here, who is a deep line forward, who's also going to be like set people up and have shots himself because he's got on the attack setting. So hopefully it's going to work out. I've had some relative success on a test save while I've not been able to record. I've been trying to test and see what's the best thing to do. The only difference is I've got a certain defender on loan from FC Halifax. Unfortunately, I don't have him on this save. And also, I don't have half of these players. I don't have Woodford. I don't have, which I've just let him go, Andy Watson. John Hunt's gone. In fact, I might even get rid of him now, if I can. He's on a contract, so I'll have to try and sell him. I'll just quickly do that. Transfer off to clubs for nothing. Because let's face it, no one's going to pay any money out for these guys. Off at clubs, hopefully get rid of him as well. Try and get rid of some of the wages, to be honest with you, because there is one player in particular I'm going to try and sign. Whether I can, we'll have to find out from the next video. But going into the game now, which is not yet actually, it's FC. I forgot to move on to the 7th, but it's only a couple of days away. It's going to be a pretty tough game, this, because obviously I haven't had much of a break. But it's against a team that also came into our division with us from like last season. I had a couple of the players that I'm trying to scout. He's a bit injury prone, this guy, but I was looking at him mainly because he has some decent like stats and he can play both right and left. Wide midfielder, he's like just over half for both sides. So I'm thinking like he's kind of versatile. I'm not sure whether it's worth getting though. That's the only thing. Midfielder left. There's Dieter Downey. Or him. It's only half a star, which is kind of a shame. And then there's also Mainwaring, who I looked at. He looks like a better option for left. He's left-footed as well. His crossing's not that good, but to be fair, it's not really that much to do with the crossing. But again, he's only just over half on the wide midfielder. But it's a better option than what we've got, which is currently nothing. No one wants him, so we shall offer him on loan. Before I forget, 100% wages, offer clubs. There we go. So we've lost Crothers. I'm not too disappointed. We're facing the impossible apparently. So we're massive underdogs in this game. Shetland Payne returns to his club. Shows the way perhaps it will fire him up to perform even better. This is basically what I should have done before the video. FC United have been playing above all expectations. Blah blah blah. It's not going to be an easy game. Corby Town. So it was tough opposition. It's a tricky thing. I'd never comment on this. Never. No comment. Certainly hope it'll be enough. That's what, we've got to be realistic, haven't we? Certainly. Yep, I think so. We'll have to wait and see. He does need a rest. We get on as well as an other manager. Blah blah blah. Continue. Let's get into the game. This is what we're all wanting to do. Right, so Cummins has decided to stay. He's not getting there looking. Rowney eventually will leave. Wright is not that good. Jerome Wright, he wasn't happy, so I thought he looked alright. He had some decent stats, decent-ish stats for a wing-back. And then Harrison, who was also another one who was pretty decent, but again, he's actually not that bad. It says avoid signing. Too many doubts about this player, but yet he's got a 4-star and a bit. It's because he's very injury prone, fairly susceptible to injuries. I'll have a look at them after the game. So I'm going to leave it on match tactics, so we need to get it to be fluid as soon as possible. Because obviously now I've changed it. I've changed the tactic. Some of the like the tactic thingy-mabobs are they're not as fluid, so they need to work on that. So we've still got our young keeper who's only 2-star rated, but he's not bad. Rushing out's only 5, which is a bit bad when he's a sweeper keeper, but never mind. So players are not fit. Alex Brown isn't the fittest. Harry Donovan could play, but it's all dependent. Ben Atkinson's definitely going to get a game. He's not a bad player. He's been doing alright for me anyway. He's going to play instead of Alex Brown. Thompson's probably alright. Payne is on 97, so that's fine. Omar Sinclair, Matthew Flynn. Omar Sinclair's a good defender. However, he does have a tendency to always make cock-ups, probably due to his concentration of 6 and composure of 4. He's usually at fault most of the time. So we haven't really got anyone else at this moment in time. We've got Jack Horan to put on the bench, but who for? Probably not, if I'm honest. I think that's best we can hope for. Ideally you want 90 or above, but I've got no other left midfielder options, so we're going to have to go for that. Submit the team. Simon Wolford would take the armband. Yeah, right, fine, whatever. No worries. So into the game we go. Long video. Today. There we go. So we are massive underdogs. We have a little, yeah. I'm looking forward to the game. Yeah, that'll do. Bit of neutral. Change of tactics. Yeah, we'll do that. Right, so it's obviously a gamble to change your tactics, but it's just like a deeper version of it, really, I think. Sort of. Except for you've got the left midfielder now. Right, so we are huge underdogs. Nobody expects us to get a result. Take it easy, basically. But then, I have faith. Faith. Like George Michael. Or Fred Durst. So into the game we go. Atkinson and Bridges get us underway. You see my awesome commentating voice is still here. But yeah, not really anything happening at the beginning of this game. As you can see, I always do this where I can see exactly what's going on. There's no team instructions, which is why it's a good tactic really, because you don't have to fanny around putting like individual opposition instructions. But we'll see anyway. So Walwyn now plays it inside to Norton. Norton looking for options. Knocks it back to Brownhill, the left back. Long ball forward is intercepted well by Flynn, and now he lays it off for Sinclair to launch a long ball forward, but it's easily dealt with by Lynch. Now it's Downey. Finds Tomsit now. He's got an overlapping run from Shelton Payne. Payne looking to cause some pain. Finds Bridges! That's a great goal! 4 minutes in. Fantastic bit of play. And Payne with an exquisite pass to find the onrushing Bridges. I lost my words a little bit there. I wanted to call him Michael Bridges because that's who he used to play for Leeds. It's called Andrew Bridges. But great stuff. Great start to the game for Curzon Ashton. And I do know where Ashton is. It's near Manchester. I've been in my current job to Ashton. Long ball in. Mason collects it coolly and calmly and collectively. And plays a long ball forward now towards Brown. Well, I said towards Brown, but kicks it straight to Brown. Cook now on this right hand side. Stott moving to like the right flank. Lays it back to Ashworth. Long ball forward, easily dealt with by Sinclair, who immediately hits a long ball over the top, and Bridges got the pace to get in behind. And that's a woeful shot, closer to the corner flag than the actual goal. Terrible efforts, young Bridges. I know you've just scored and your tail's up a little bit like a cow's when it's pissing. But yeah, I'm going to need to do better than that. But good start. I was just going to say they haven't had any shots whatsoever. Right with the corner, chips it in. Brown heads away only as far as Woodford, who plays it for Sinclair. A hopeful ball hit forward back into the box by Woodford, and Omar Sinclair gets his first goal of the season. Great header. Cook beaten to the ball by Woodford, and Sinclair, the onrushing king, had no chance because he intercepted that the ball he was coming to collect, but the header into the back of the net. This is good stuff. Woodford now finds Payne from the throw-in. Now it's Tomsit looking for options. Finds Sinclair. He kicks it long again. He seems to be trying to be the best playmaker of all time. But now it's Ashworth, the defender for FC United, plays the long ball over the top for Cook to chase. Hampson with a poor touch but gets away with it. Finds Mason. I'm going to say a long kick, but it was a very low kick. Nearly hit someone in the face. Payne with a lovely little ball over top for Bridges, who's off the ball. Movement is absolutely exceptional, but his finishing less so. Let's just say that. It was a poor effort. He's left-footed, I'll give him that. And that was on his right foot. Here comes Bridges again. Looks inside, he finds Tomsit now. The attacking mid finds Shelton Payne. It's a good tackle by Brownhill. It was nearly an own goal. This is good stuff, although now looking at it, it's 50-50 on the possession front. Mason now. Long kick downfield. Payne brings it down superbly and plays it inside to Bridges. He's got the on-rushing Downey to his left. Jokers to the right, and here I am stuck in the middle with you. I kind of failed that, but never mind. Right all the way back to Mason. Good control. Had visions of it just going underneath his foot and into the back of the net. Enkelman style. Right. To Atkinson. Finds Payne, and now it's Tomsit. Good ball down the right for Woodford to chase. Woodford crosses in towards Bridges! Good save, King. Safe hands. Woodford, I've not used him before, but I've just looked at his fitness and his stamina, and he could be actually a decent player for us. His tackling's 9, crossing's 10. It's just he's not the quickest, that's the only thing. Acceleration 8, pace is 7. So that's the one thing that lets him down, but everything else isn't too bad. So I might just persist with him for now. It's only like when I used to have Andy Holdsworth at right back, when he's actually a centre mid, but never understood that. He used to play right back for Huddersfield Town, and that's a lovely ball for Bridges. Gets tackled well though. Can't retain the ball neither. Brownhill gets it and clicks it long downfield for Norton, who heads on for himself, but it's gone out for a throw-in. Brownhill has a throw. Throws it down the line to Cook. Inside, it's played to Brown. It's Cheetham, the substitute, came on for the injured Ashworth. And it's given away to Hampson, and then Hampson returns the favour straight to Brownhill. Long ball forward, Flynn wins the header. Atkinson finds Payne. Payne with a lovely, delightful ball to Bridges, who shoots and finds the back of the net again. Bridges is definitely putting him to the sword, and Sanchez Payne with another exquisite assist. Fantastic play. Lovely ball here. Shelton Payne just looks for the onrushing Bridges in front of him, and it's starting to click into place now. Some decent stats there. Acceleration and pace at 12. Decisions is 13. I think that's a bit of a hidden gem for him there. It's just his finishing is only 8. Composure's 10, so that's easily good enough. Ball is played in. It comes out to Wright, who might have a go here. He's taking his time, but then picks out the top corner nearly. Only the diving king lifts it over the bar. Downey with the corner towards Payne. It's headed away by Brownhill. And here's Wright now. Taking his time. Is it back to Atkinson now? It's Downey. Chips it towards the back post. It's headed away by Brownhill when he possibly could have left it to go out for a goal kick. And Byrne now on the counter attack. Plays the ball forward for Cook to chase. But Hampson does well and deals with it. Hampson with his 7 pace and 1 finishing. Don't think he's going to be scoring any goals anytime soon. But that's not what they're there for. They were before in the last tactic. You needed your left back to have a little bit about him in terms of finishing. But now we don't need to worry about it because it's more about the inside forwards and the strike combination with the occasional centre attacking centre midfield on attack, chipping in with the odd goal here and there. But this has been an exceptional first half against a team that was supposedly going to annihilate us, although that is a very good free kick from Brownhill, who's trying to get the fans going. Bit of a shame that. I would have liked a clean sheet for half time. Pretty much the last action of the half. Good finish. Keeper not really standing a chance. Can't really fault Mason there. Nice angle as well for the free kick. So we have been very good. Let's just say that. But I'm going to say if it had been 3-0, I'd have been passionately saying no. I'm really happy with that sort of thing. But I'm just going to say assertively because it's 2-goal lead, and then the players that are playing really well. I'm going to say I'm very happy with your performance. Looks motivated, you see. That's what you're looking for. Ty Phillips is abysmal for some reason. Not entirely sure why. And then I'm just going to... There's no one nervous, or is there? No, I'm just going to say I believe you can improve. There we go. And then we've done everyone else. So let's just start the second half. I know there's going to be a few tired bodies in there. Downey's one of them. Flynn's another. They're players I might be able to do something about. Well, maybe not Downey, but if we get far enough in front, I might be able to put someone who doesn't normally play on the left, not really play there at all. Might give them a chance, perhaps. But we have got options on the bench. But we can't count us chickens yet. It's 3-1. We're only 2 goals in front. It's definitely a dangerous scoreline, especially after a half-time team talk. Here comes Bridges, though. A lovely ball for Payne, who's got in behind. Oh, what an effort! Scissor kick. Paolo Di Canio-esque. And was very unlucky to knock it over the bar. Great ball, though, from Bridges. Who has a passing stat of 6, and vision of 6, but that was like something that David Silva would pull off. Great ball. So I think changes are going to be imminent. Definitely. When we get to the 60th minute, here comes Payne with the corner. Painful ball towards Tomsit. Wright picks it up though. Strikes it from distance. It's not that far wide, but the right height. Just a little bit wild, if you like. Ty Phillips. I think Shelton Payne can move across to the left. I don't think he's not going to be brilliant there, but it gives Dieter Downey a bit of a rest if I put Ty Phillips on. Abysmal. That's very concerning, that. I'm not entirely sure why he's doing that. Might have been something I did before. And I'm going to take off Liam Tomsit as well as his... Well, he's not really doing brilliantly. He's got 6.7, which is decent rating, that, really. It's not amazing. I've been told... I've read that these guys, particularly the 2 outside ball-winning midfielders, are rarely going to get past 7 unless they score a goal. But it's just a case of these three are like the water carriers, if you like. So I'm going to put Harry Donovan on in the attacking midfield thing. It's a bit of a shame because Harry Donovan was better as a playmaker. It says he's a ball-winning midfielder, but with tackling of 3, I highly doubt that. I'm going to put him as attacking mid, hopefully fashion up some chances. Passing's 12, vision's 8, his teamwork's 15, so I'm hoping he's going to excel in this position. Ty Phillips is not a right midfielder at all, is an attacking midfielder right, but I've already got to set him to be training, so hopefully as he plays there he'll learn the position and become a natural eventually. We'll have to see. If not, it'll be end of the season, we'll get rid of him and get someone else, as harsh as that sounds. So Brownhill with a free kick towards Lynch. Hampson heads it away to Woodford, who plays a long ball forward for Bridges to chase. He loses out to a Linfield in the air, but now Wright can find Phillips. Phillips now. Decent ball again for Bridges outright. And he's wide here, he's looking for support. Crosses in for the back post for Donovan! And Donovan is denied by an awesome save from King. That had goal written all over it, even with 6 finishing, you'd have thought he'd have buried that. Right with the corner. It's headed away by T. Brown. I wonder if he's actually called T. He's probably Terence or something like that. Or Trev. Right now, can find another decent ball. No, he kicks. I can't even speak. Kicks it straight into the legs. Hampson fouls. I'm assuming it was Linfield. No, it can't have been. It was a right-sided player, I think, but not him. Long ball headed away by Atkinson. Now it's Brownhill all the way back to King. Plays it long again. This time it's won by Wright. Winning a lot of the balls in the middle of the park. High balls, that is. Phillips is looking for options now. He's got plenty. He finds Payne with a decent ball. He's having a good game in his own right. Gets away from one man. Has a pop, but it's wide. Deserves a goal, though, does this man. He's probably been the man of the match so far. Has Payne. Mason with a goal kick. Kicks it long straight to Brownhill, though. And Brown can play it wide to Cheetham. He's getting a bit mauled by Woodford, but he finds Brown. And now it's Brownhill, the left back. Stop now. Finds Lynch. Lynches it forward towards Daniels, who's got in behind Sinclair for a rare time, a rare opportunity. But it goes wide. Not the best attempt on goal. Brownhill with the corner. Swings it in. Cheetham is there, and I think it hit the side netting. Let me make another change. We are getting a bit bossed in the middle of the pack. I've just realised I don't have middle of the pack in defence. I'm going to say. I just realised I don't have any defenders on the bench, which is a bit of a shame. Because I could have put one in. Never mind. Matthew Warburton probably doesn't warrant a position on this bench now because he doesn't really fit into the system, unfortunately. Well, he does, I think, to some degree he does, but not really. Alex Brown, the captain, you can come on for the booked Jordan Wright, I think. Not because he's playing poorly, just because he's booked. Simon Woodford is not really a lot I can do about him, but never mind. So, here comes Brown. Knocks it back to Sinclair. Finds Hampson in an advanced position. Inside it goes to Brown. Now it's Sinclair again. Nice bit of passing here from Atkinson. To Atkinson, should I say, because his pass is a bit misguided. And now Daniels brings it down. Flynn misses the challenge, but did enough for Sinclair to intervene. Long ball towards Bridges is brought down by Birch and played along straight to Woodford, who's had a decent game. 7 out of 10. Although he's got an assist, so it should be a little bit higher. But Bridges somehow gets that ball. Now Phillips gets there and scores! An opportunist strike there for Ty Phillips. Good work rate from Bridges there. 12 work rate. Did enough to rob Brownhill of the ball. Fine Phillips, you'd think that 2 of these defenders around him would have been enough to stop him, but no. Striker's instincts there. Can play up front, can Ty Phillips. Showing why right there. 7 finishes, not something to be proud of though, to be fair. Phillips intervenes again and finds Bridges, who held it up not as well as what he could do, because Lynch wins it off him. But there's a bit of space now, because Lynch has come forward. Payne needs to deliver a decent ball. He finds Donovan in behind here, I think. Oh, it's a bit loose. And it's Bridges with a goal. Gets his hat-trick. And you can see straight away how effective this tactic actually is. Either that or it's just because the AI is not used to it at all yet. But a fantastic bit of play. 5-1 against a team that's apparently doing really well. And we were massive underdogs here. But Donovan did well to close it down. King kicked it straight into Bridges' path. Brings it down and just fires it home from 20 yards out. Good work. And because of that, it looks like Bridges is going to become the man of the match because he's got 3 goals and 1 assist. That's a fantastic return. And that's with makeshift left midfielders. Donovan. Woodford plays it inside to Alex Brown. He plays it towards Phillips. It's headed down. It comes to Payne! Keeper's had a mare. But Payne gets the goal that he rightfully deserves. And look at these performances here. Every single one of them at least above 7. Great ball to towards Phillips that was intervened well. It wasn't a great ball then, was it? But yeah, King just completely wrong-footed by the finish. He was heading towards his near post. And Payne, great finish. Fantastic performance this. Absolutely fantastic. Tom Brown. That's what it's called, not T Brown. Or Trev Brown. Brownhill with the throw. Daniels knocks it back to him. It's crossed it towards Lingfield. It's headed over the bar. Fantastic. So, great result. Well, looking like a great result. I can't see us conceding 5 goals or more. So, yeah. Very well done, Curzon Ashton. You've done me proud today. It comes to Lingfield. Cleared away by Hampson. There's still 5 minutes to go here. Can we get more? We want more, the fans are shouting. We want 7. We want 7. Something like that. Chris Lynch is booked. I would imagine they've got a fair few yellow cards. We've got 3, that's it. Oh, FC United of Manchester. Didn't realise it had all that name. I thought it was just FC United. But never mind. It's a smaller version of the scum. Apologies if you're a Man United fan, but I'm a Leeds fan. That's what happens. You get called scum. So this has been a very resounding victory, and I've got to passionately congratulate them on such a great performance because that was exceptional. Really special, that, lads. Well done. Well done. Shelton Payne should have got them in their match. But saying that, you know, Andrew Bridges scored 3. He's set one up as well. Can't complain at all. But that was a massive result. I'm going to passionately say yes. I am pleased, yes. Yeah, hopefully we can maintain it. Yeah, that'll do me. So yeah, that gets us to 9th. We were languishing down in the lower echelons. I think we were 13th. So that throws us up to 9th. That's a very good place to be. So, leaving this match, what we're going to do is, I'm going to say when the next game's going to be. Match comfort, yeah, obviously the Jubilant. We just won 6-1. Fantastic. Reflected in the goals he scored. It's a good feeling everything come. Yeah, the team deserve credit. Yeah, it was it was a fantastic strike. It was a free kick that was a decent finish. Faultless today, yeah, very good. Very good indeed. So, with that, I'm going to pick his next game. So, schedule, we've got Nuneaton next, so it won't be that one. Worcester 7th, Solihull Moors 21st. FA Cup qualifying round, it's not going to be anyone major. Tamworth, Stockport, I think Stockport's going to be the next game. I know the 20th, but Stockport are still renowned as a big team. Yeah, Stockport will be the next game, I think. Hopefully you're going to join us for that. Once again, apologies for 1, the length of the video, and 2, what's the word I'm looking for? Basically, the delay on the uploading of the videos. Basically, numerous reasons. I try to do it as often as I can. First chance I've got. I know my girlfriend's got some nights coming up, so I'll definitely be able to get some more recording done next week from Wednesday, I believe. It's either Wednesday or Thursday. Today's Saturday, but hopefully I can get a few videos up today or for the next couple of days, and then we'll see what happens. But massive improvement, 6-1. Hopefully it's going to continue, and hopefully you'll join us for it. Until then, I'll see you then. Bye bye.